Well, first and foremost, I want to thank all of you for attending, all of you students, faculty, administration, parents, and anyone else who has come today to make this a special event. Truly, this is a special event that we're extremely honored to be able to do for our outstanding group of girls in our wrestling program. So first and foremost, the why, obviously it goes without saying that we're in the midst of a dynasty. And I think that's where applause number one needs to begin for our girls' unreal accomplishment. Not only did we win our school's 4th girls wrestling state championship in 5 years, we also had 2 individual wrestling champions in Jessa Joyner and Mariah Brumley. But we also, yep, big hand, knock it out. But we also were ranked 3rd in the country, which is phenomenal and deserves a tremendous hand as well. All of these are incredible accomplishments that I think in our school right now, and especially in our girls wrestling program, we're growing so accustomed to that we think it's easy. But in reality, it is so difficult. Just a little bit of data, as I like data. Number one, there was a recent study done by our High School Activities Association on the number of schools that have won state championships in each of the sports. And if you take that overall data, over 63% of the schools in our state have not won one state title in each of the sports. So that means that way less than half in each sport have won a state team championship. And for the simple fact that our girls have been able to win 4 of 5, and the first in our school's history when we won the first one, is just an unbelievable accomplishment that we certainly don't want to overlook how difficult it is. And so, with that being said, I want to recognize really quick Charlie Brown. Did Charlie make it this morning? There he is. Give Charlie a big hand, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. Thank you, Charlie, for attending. So Charlie Brown has been very gracious, ladies, to purchase you a hoodie that has the state championship, ranked 3rd in the country, and your 4th in 5 years. And so before you leave today, please see Renee to give her your size. Can we give Charlie one more big hand for doing this for our girls? Just outstanding. And I think that's just a small token of how much you're appreciated by our community and our school. And so I'm now going to get some good speakers up here. You guys can be done listening to me, thank goodness. Our lineup is going to begin with our school board president, Mary Hess, who is going to be here today to address you.
How exciting is it today to celebrate another state championship? Isn't that exciting? It doesn't happen that often, as Coach C said, so this is amazing. You know, last Wednesday was International Women's Day, but I think it's today. Don't you guys? Go Lady Wrestling Jackets. You are great. You know, I am so honored to be here today. I really am. But I have to confess, when I was asked to say a few words on behalf of the Lebanon R3 School Board, I needed to check out a few things before I could agree. The first thing being that I wanted to make sure that Coach Neely wasn't going to make me weigh in, because that would not be good. And I wanted to make sure you weren't going to put the chicken wing on me and, you know, pin me right up here, because that would be embarrassing. And then I kind of had to ask Coach Christian, what he expected me to wear today, because I thought if it's a singlet, that would not be pretty and it would ruin all your lunch. So I have a wrestling shirt on, so here I am this morning. We are here to celebrate these amazing and talented Lady Jackets wrestlers. They have brought home the 4th state title in the program's history, and that is incredible. Not to mention, we have to do a shout out to the state coach of the year, Matt Neely. So, this coach and this team, they're ranked number 3 in the nation, but I'm going to tell you, they are number 1 in Jacket Nation, aren't they? They are. The R3 Board of Education, your school, and your community are so proud of all of you, and we can't thank you enough. I saw something online a while back, and it stuck with me, and I thought it was appropriate to share with you all this morning at this Lady Jackets Wrestling State Championship Assembly. It went something like this. Someone told me that I wrestled like a girl. And I told them, wrestle better and you can too. So congratulations, Coach Neely and the Lebanon Lady Jackets wrestling team. You make us very proud, and enjoy today because you deserve all of this. So thank you very much for representing Lebanon schools.
Thank you very much, Mary. Now speaking, we'll have Dr. Katie O'Quinn, our high school principal.
Good morning, everybody. I do want to thank everybody that took the time out of their day to come and join us. I want to thank Coach Neely and all the coaching staff, really all the coaching staff across the district that have poured into these young ladies from the time that they started until today. Thanks for all of our guests, all of our family members. Thanks for just taking the time to celebrate. I've heard reference the dynasty since they clinched the title at state a few weeks ago. And for those that don't know what a dynasty is in the world of athletics, it's basically a reference to a team or a group that has dominated their sport for a period of time. And I would say that 4 of 5 state champions in 5 years is definitely representative of a dynasty. And that's an amazing thing. I've watched these young ladies wrestle. I watched them at state. They're awesome to watch. They are so strong and powerful, but they are also mentally strong. And it takes a lot of mental capacity to do what they do and reach the goal that they've reached. And I think that's an amazing accomplishment. They poured hours and hours into their coursework here at school, and then they leave here and they turn around and they pour hours and hours onto the mat. And it's paid off because we've got 4 state championships right here. They put the time and the effort in. They've developed a reputation quite literally across the state for their sportsmanship, for their attitude, for honestly just their personality. It was fun to watch them at state. We're getting ready for the finals, and they're down there, they've got music playing and they're dancing and they're in the zone and they're having a great time. And then you look at some of the other teams and they're not necessarily there having fun, and they still are bringing home these state championships. So it's really fun to watch them. If you've not had a chance to watch them wrestle, I encourage you to do that next season because it is amazing. I want to congratulate our Lady Yellow Jacket Wrestling team on this accomplishment, on everything that you've done up to this point and what you will do in the future. I know that for some of you, it's kind of hard to be in the spotlight. You don't like the pictures and you don't like people talking about you. When you get a little older like me and you kind of reflect back on some of the wisdom that other people have poured into you, you're going to be able to look back on this time and you're going to appreciate it. And you're going to be really humbled and honored that you've been a part of the legacy that you've left for Lebanon High School. So congratulations, best luck moving forward, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. I'm next super excited to announce Jared Carr, the Lebanon mayor, is here this morning. Give him a big hand.
Thank you, Coach. What a tremendous honor to be here to celebrate these young ladies and the quest that they've accomplished in the last 5 years. On behalf of all of the Lebanon community, we tremendously support our wrestling program here, and you guys have done a fantastic job. And just like Coach C said, and Mary said, and Dr. Quinn said as well, the dynasty is real, and 4 and 5 years is just a tremendous feat for anything. Even one was awesome. I can remember being here 5 years ago on that first one, and what an amazing experience that was. And it's still true today. Every time we've been here, it's been just amazing to celebrate you guys' hard work and accomplishments. And kudos to you guys, and the community is here to support you. It is my honor to read a proclamation that I declared for today. Whereas the LHS girls wrestling team was crowned the 2023 Mission Girls Wrestling Champions, and whereas the LHS girls wrestling team was the only program at Lebanon High School to win state, doing so 4 out of the last 5 years, and whereas 17 Lady Yellow Jackets participated in LHS girls wrestling team, and whereas Jessa Joyner is a Misha state champion, and whereas Mariah Brumley is a Misha state champion, and whereas Haley Bartell is a Misha 3rd place finisher, and whereas Taylor Johnson is a Misha 4th place finisher, and whereas Lillian Cotton Gem is a Misha 5th place finisher, and whereas Adeline Cotton Gem and Bailey Joyner are Misha 6th place finishers, and whereas Andrea Childress and McKenna Lucas are Misha state qualifiers, now therefore, I, Mayor Jared Carr, on behalf of the City of Lebanon, do hereby proclaim March 15th, 2023, a day of honor and celebration for the City of Lebanon. And witness whereof I've hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Lebanon to be affixed this 15th day of March. And on behalf of the over 15,000 people in the community, congratulations to you, and hopefully we're back here again next year and looking forward to it. So congratulations again, ladies.
Thank you, Mayor Carr. So last but certainly not least, I want to introduce our head coach of our state champion, and our girls will come up as well. Matt Neely, give him a big hand.
Thank you. I never know what to say these things, but so this year, nothing happens in a vacuum. This isn't me, this isn't just the girls. We have to have the support of the staff, the administration here at the school, but more importantly, we have to have the support of our youth program, because that's where it all starts. Our Stingers. Some of these girls came up through the Stingers. They feed our high school program. Without them, we couldn't do it. And it also takes recruitment. I remember 5 years ago, Coach Rourke told me the girls was going to get sanctioned, and he thought we could do pretty well. Well, he spent a lot of time recruiting girls to be on the team, and we wouldn't have made it here without him. Coach Rourke, can you stand up? He's given us a lot for the program, even though he's not the boys coach anymore. We couldn't have done it without him. And after that first year, we won that first one, Coach Rourke was like, I think we got a few more in us. We did, didn't we, Coach Rourke? We had a few more in us. It's just amazing to be a part of this. When it first started, we could win a state title, that'd be cool. And it is cool to win a state title, but I never saw us winning 4 of the first 5. I didn't. You usually don't see something like that happen. Like Coach Christian said, dynasties, they don't happen often. So it's just really a privilege to be a part of that for myself, my coaching staff, and especially for the girls. That's one place, if they didn't do what they were told, and they didn't work as hard as they do, we wouldn't be here today winning these state titles. And they'll tell you, I'm pretty rough on them. I don't let them slap off much. A lot of times they're not even allowed to talk in the wrestling room. They've got to wrestle. And, you know, if you want to be really good at a sport like wrestling, that's just what it takes. And they've always just done what I've asked, what the other coaches have asked, and, you know, now they get to reap the rewards. You know, it's just been a great privilege to be a part of this here at Lebanon and in the wrestling world. You know, I'd like to keep it going. You know, it'd be nice to keep it going, but every year we need new people in there, you know, so any girls that are in here that want to wrestle, come out and learn. It's a rough sport, but it doesn't take very long to get really good. We've got some girls in here that state medalists, second, third year wrestling. That could be one of you too. And, you know, it's just an honor when we go around that everybody knows who Lebanon is. In the wrestling world, and I've been in the wrestling world in Missouri for quite some time, until recently, a lot of people didn't really know who Lebanon was. But in the last 4 or 5 years, with all of our girls' state trophies, and then we had 2 boys' state trophies the last couple of years, in the wrestling world, you go around and you say Lebanon, everybody knows who Lebanon is now. And that's just really something great to happen for your school as far as wrestling goes, because there's not a lot of schools out there that when somebody says something, the first thing they think about is wrestling. There's a handful in the country. But right now, when somebody says wrestling in Lebanon, they all know what they're talking about. And that's really something to be proud of for these girls, as hard as they've worked, that the recognition isn't just here in school. I mean, they're recognized throughout the wrestling world in the country for girls wrestling. Congratulations, girls, you guys did a great job. Let's do it again next year.
Ladies, I'm going to have you pile behind the trophies for a photo there, if you don't mind. I see a few people taking pictures. I see Nancy. Let's give Nancy a big hand. You can get in the picture also, please, coaches. All right, everyone, in closing, again, you all are what make this event special. I appreciate you being here. Please make sure that you go straight back to class, and we're very appreciative.